be a bit shorter tonight, I think, since I started late. But hey, it happens. Actually had a little bit of trouble right before I started this. My frickin' capture card caused my computer to blue screen. Seems to be working now though, so we'll just see how it goes. When I turned my console on, it made my system blue screen, which is kind of worrying, but it might have just been the video signal, or who frickin' knows causes that. I need to update it. The thing up there. Check that out. So when we last played, I was doing some sage stuff. Or just the arrow. Up. Silver rupee, nice. Plenty of quests and stuff for me to do in this game, but for now I believe it's time to... I need to get some pictures of everyone in Dragonroot, that would be good. What do I have in my album right now? Oh yeah, that. I don't need that one anymore. I don't think I really need that picture either, but whatever. I hear somebody playing a harp. You hear that? So at any rate, let's snap the Rito tribe. Many of them as I can, at least. Alright, so we got you. You. Got... anyone down here? Maybe the princeling? Nobody home. Okay. It's fine. Not roll when going upstairs. Does not work. Anybody out here? Is there anybody out here? Nope. Okay. Just checking. Need to find the Rito mailman dude too, but whatever. Okay, we got this dude. We got this dude. This dude. Close, maybe? Okay. Okay. Wait, that's not a good picture. All these guys walking around. This dude. This dude, who's not really a Rito, but whatever. Too close. Good. Is that the same guy? Yeah, but there's two of them in this picture, so that might be a double. Get rid of that one. It's good. Okay, did I get this one? Yeah, that's that guy. Okay, this guy. Really do much, he just stands here. Wins, maybe? Who's the one who wanted the Rito feathers? I wonder. Guy, maybe? This guy. It's 20. Wow, that's crazy. 20 friggin' golden feathers. Alright, I guess I gotta kill me some of them bird dudes. Crap. Rip to that guy. You can get a picture of the guy. I think this is the guy I'd gotten a picture of earlier, so yeah. I can probably get a picture of, actually, I probably don't need this one anymore. We don't need the evidence, she's already been busted. That's cool, there's a rupee up there. Probably not worth going for at all, though. Shoot. Need to learn some better songs, miss. Bird mom. Make sure I get that one now. Wait. That's the wrong song. No, this one is... Oh wait, that's right, the songs are on the damn Wind Waker, aren't they? The one I want is... this song. That one. And some stuff happens now. Got your link. Of Evil's Bane. Oh, single tear. Kind of sad. What's really sad is if you come back there later, Kamali's there with a bunch of flowers, asking where Medley is. I've implied that he had feelings for her. I mean, he did just come of age and get his wings, so... he'd be doing that kind of thing, I guess. Officially a Rito adult. Okay, so let's just take a quick... oof. No, 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 no. None. None. Take a quick pit stop to the Nintendo Gallery. Gotta get these pictures developed. I think they'd give me 24 exposures, damn it. Standard roll of film. Oh well. We're lucky the cameras even work on the Great Sea, right? Might have already have a picture of her. Already got that one too, okay. That's quite an inspiring motif. Huzzah! Okay, so we... No, 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 no. Go away. Damn it. I missed the Miiverse already. So there's a very easy way to do this. Just... that. One way to get figurines done quickly. Pass the time. Poor Medley's waiting out in the boat for like a whole day. We are in the Dragon Root door, I believe. Wait, that's Windfall, isn't it? Set. Dragon Root is... which one? Probably this one. Yeah, so we got this guy, Kagoli. This guy. Quite a few. Here's Medley, who's like the crown jewel of this place. Kind of funny, the transformation. Just his stature almost increases. Oh yeah, and his hair changes. That might just be a result of him getting his feathers. Maybe he finally molted. I don't know. Interesting though, to say the least. Blue. Note the nerd guy has an Octorok on his bag. Pretty neat. Classic 8-bit Octorok. Guess those guys come in a pair. That's the same guy, ain't it? Oh, it's the same 3 pictures, never mind. Those are all rejects. I think I have most of the Forest Haven ones too, or at least I should, with the exception of like... Oh, hello there. Let's see, yeah, I got Makar, so I don't have to worry about him. There's a couple I'm missing. One of them's the Potion Dude, and the other one's the Deku Tree. I guess I did miss a couple Koroks, damn it. Hunt them down. Alright. Well, that's enough figure nonsense for the time being. Let's do some escort mission. I need to go to the Earth Temple, which is, I believe, the south one. So to Windfall, or Outset, I mean. Not sure if I'm going to go for 100%, but yeah, wouldn't hurt to try at least grabbing what figures I can for this playthrough. It is a lot easier to do the 100%. Well, it was a lot easier to do the 100% in the Wii U version when the Tingle bottles were a thing, but they're gone now, so makes it a bit harder. I do have 100% on my other file that I did before I streamed this years ago. Rare Link and King of Red Lions trophy or figurine. Great. This is where Medley belongs. Creepy Earth Temple. Dark and frightening. You'd think the king would have noticed that the Master Sword had lost its power and glow and stuff. At least Ganon knew. He was kind enough to tell me before he tried to kill me. Getting Wind Waker has its own button. I'll watch between which version is this of this is better. I mean, the Swift Sail's pretty nice. Guacamole. Yeah, I do 100% Metroid, Super Metroid runs quite often. That one's a good one to do 100% on. Usually do it in like 3 hours. Sometimes less. 100% in Mario Galaxy a couple times. That was fun. I had to stream that someday. Okay, so don't really need the Deku Leaf that much here, because Medley can fly. Oh, you okay there? Yeah, that makes sense. I actually don't really do many multiplayer games much anymore. Used to be big into MMOs, but I don't know. WoW just doesn't cut it anymore. After Legion, my desire to play the game has just dropped to near nothing. Used to be into FPSs when I was younger. StarCraft, too. Love playing Brood War. Maybe I'll do some streams of that eventually. RuneScape. That is old. Not as old as Ultima, though. You know, it's nice not playing WoW anymore, though. We got more free time to play other games, and there's so much. There's just so much stuff coming out right now. Like the Switch, for example. There's just an amazing amount of games that are being ported out. There's so many cool indie games that you just need to get out of my backlog and finish. Like, I picked up Transistor when it came out, but I never played it. Now there's a Switch port. It's like, damn. I also have, I'm not streaming it, but Hyrule Warriors Legends on the Switch, which I pretty much, I didn't 100% clear the original game, but I beat most of it. Like, I got the Master Sword seal unlocked and stuff. I'm working on doing that on the Switch version, but that is like 100% nightmare trying to get all that stuff. There's just so much freaking content to push through. Got us Dark Chews. The Dark Chew. Oh, that's right. I need Medley here. Since I don't have the Mirror Shield. Use this though. Works pretty good. Is my hammer. I need that. That works pretty well on them, doesn't it? Depth perception. Yeah. I do like games like RPGs and games with sense of progression, but at the same time, MMOs, it just feels like an endless treadmill. You're just never done. And the ones that don't feel like an endless treadmill, you just eventually just run out of stuff to do. And unless you have made enough friends in said game, or have the schedule, you know, even then you have to have the schedule to play with them at the same time. It's like, what content can you do, you know? That was my main thing with WoW, is just getting scheduling for raids. Trying to get even 10 people together on a regular basis. This game's pretty demanding, too. Did pretty good, though, back in Legion. I was pretty much pugging all the content, but I saw the end of the game. I didn't do it in Mythic or anything, but I beat it. Well, that's right, these things I need medley again. Yeah, Ultimo is the same way. Like, grinding skills, you just gotta grind stuff. Like, make 1,000,000 daggers so you can level up blacksmithing. Got everything from medley. One of my favorite genres of game would probably be the Metroidvanias, just because it's an action game, it's adventure, but it's also action game. Yeah, it has the RPG character progression stuff, though. That, or maybe not Metroidvanias, but Monster Hunter is really good. Guacamole, no. I've considered checking it out, though. It looks like a pretty good game. Actual Metroid games are also one of my favorites. Like, I just recently got Samus Returns and played through that this year. That was a good game to go to. Oh gosh, no, I'm cursed. Cursed. Can't do anything, wow. Can't even swing the leaf. I think there is some treasure in here, but you know what, I'll wait till I clear the, yeah. I'm a fan of Monster Hunter. That's a fun series to play. And that, you know, it's an RPG, it's grindy-ish. It has multiplayer, but you can solo everything pretty much. Well, except for maybe G. G rank is fun. Monster Hunter World was pretty fun to play through, though. Like, although it doesn't have a G rank, pretty much was able to solo that game all the way through. Should be a light source. Ah, I pushed the block. Right. Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out. You know what? I'll see if it ever comes out on Switch. I might pick it up. I'm sure they'll do a Switch port. Every friggin' indie game's getting a Switch port. There are some games that I'm considering buying again, but not getting on the Switch. You know what? I'll probably end up picking up Diablo on Switch. But I have it on the PC, so if I'm streaming it, I'm probably just going to play the PC version. Same thing with, like, Transistor. My Switch, yeah, Monster Hunter is a bit of a time sink. You know what, though? It doesn't take that long to finish everything. Let me see, library. My Monster Hunter World playthrough. How long do I have on record with that game? Should have that 59 hours, and I beat the game and got to the credits, and then I stopped because whatever. I was happy with the amount of content I did. That, and I have Monster Hunter, the Switch one too, which I actually need to get back to playing that one in the near future. But yeah, I'm streaming Zelda right now, so I'll continue my playthrough of the Zelda series. Crap here. And that's a Floor Master. My bow. Kill it with fire, that would be a good idea. Where'd Medley go? Okay. Is there another way to get through here? I think actually she's supposed to get caught? I don't know. I have a small key, so I can just go back to that locked door. Crap! Put her down, you punk. Okay, open locked door. Yeah, at times it seems like this game is unfinished, like, only 5 major dungeons, which is a bit short for a Zelda game, but, more than, Majora's Mask had, I guess. Oh, crap, one of those. Hang on. Wait, bow. Bow, switch arrow. So these guys I actually don't want to kill. I just need to lure them into the light. Yeah. Anything up here? Pick these guys up and drop. More of them? Really? Okay. This creates a shortcut in case I have to come through here later, so I don't have to solve that puzzle again. And it opens the door. How convenient. War Master. Oh, I need to get a picture of one of those, don't I? This is a new enemy. Yeah, you know, it's funny, because, like, games as a hobby, it's cheaper than, like, movies as a hobby per hour of entertainment you get per dollar. And yeah, if you don't buy every system, that helps a lot, too. Pretty much get Nintendo systems, then I have my PC, which I figure, you know what, that's good enough. If I had the money, or if I, well, I probably, if I really felt like spending the money, there are some PlayStation games that would look pretty good, but I don't really see anything worthwhile on the Xbox, though, that's not on PC. Like, Microsoft needs some better friggin' exclusives. Is there a fake wall here? No. Leave her there so I don't worry about random floor masters. Warp pot, good. Oh yeah, shoot. Real hobbies. Never know, one day I might be popular enough with streaming that it actually turns into a revenue source. I could only be so lucky. I think it's amazing that, like, you see, like, they actually sell, like, posters of Ninja now. It's like, what? Dude just got lucky streaming Fortnite, and what was it, Drake or somebody crashed his stream? Yeah, gaming's a nice hobby. It's a lot cheaper than some of the other hobbies, like, start playing Magic the Gathering again, but digitally it's like, that is an expensive hobby. Frickin' Magic. That game eats your money. The digital version, where you can get free cards. I think I'm done spending real money on that, though. Got the starter pack and did a few drafts when the game first came out. I'm like, okay, well I have a deck that's good enough. I can play now with the cards I want to play with. Not, you know, there's definitely some things that I want to add to it that'll help, but... Oh, good. Compass. Thanks. Berries. Oh man, I could have bottled one. Whatever. Bottles are for chumps. Okay, we got moblins. Wait here. Yeah, you know what? Let's use this. Ah, no, 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 no. Use the thing. Never have enough time to actually charge it, though, do I? If I do it up here... Ah. There we go. Have one weakness. Oh no, Link has suffered a terrible fate. Mildly inconvenient. Having your controls reversed. Yeah, you can build a decent gaming PC pretty cheap if you know what you're doing. You gotta get a good graphics card and a half-decent processor. Like, you know, you don't need an i7. You can deal with an i5. Graphics card, unless you want to run stuff on like max settings or stream, you don't really need anything too amazing. Okay, here I need Medley. Control her directly. Ew. Oh, okay, well there you go. 5 years ago. It's probably still pretty good. I mean, for a new graphics card in it, you probably are going to be good for anything. Built my PC last year. Really? A joy pendant? Game, stop trolling me. I have zero need for joy pendants. Is that door up ahead locked? Barely get to 120 FPS. Is that all? Yeah, I'd say you're doing pretty good if you're getting 120 FPS. Close to it. 60 is pretty good. I think I average, I don't know, it depends on the game. Pretty high, but I'm also running a 1440p monitor, so graphics card has to work a little harder. Still, it's nice because it's basically rendering stuff in 4K and upscaling it, or downsampling. Everything looks nice. There's the key. And here is a mid-boss, right? No. One of these things. God, I hate these things. Get it off! Get it off! Yeah. I have 144 hertz monitor too. Is it dead? I need pictures of some of this junk. Really depends on the game too. Play the Song of Passing to stun these things. I know the Song of the Sun used to do that in that other one, Ocarina. Oh, I had to kill those guys anyhow. That's good. There's no way for me to get out of this pit without killing them. Yeah. You have to stay behind. Oh, this is a mid-boss. That's right. I better get a picture of this thing. The Stalfos. Stalfos has a couple of weaknesses. Boomerang is obviously good. Bombs are good. Skull Hammer. You want to use the Skull Hammer. It's a way to kill it quickly. It's funny because, well, they're a skull. Destroy the skull. Smash him. Oh, really? It's up there? Get down here, you jerk. Little buggers, aren't they? Alright. Get the best shield. Fill this junk up. Best shield. I had a lot of fun playing through Dark Souls. That was fun, playing that on the Switch. I would have ran better on the PC if I got the PC version, but whatever. Here we go. Could be defending with the sword out. Leave anything behind in that room, did I? No. Okay. Didn't even kill him. Ticked him off, though. Boomerang's pretty effective on moblins. You don't really have any defense against it. These things are weak to the mirror shield. Yeah, go ahead. I don't really care if they possess me. It's just another way to kill them. Hardly even slowed me down. Wait. Was at the door. Need... Yeah, good. Bye. So I aim this at this pedestal here. By doing that, I can climb up here with Link and refract it back at the symbol here. This is actually pretty cool that they have puzzles that require two characters. They never really did this again in the series that I can think of. I mean, there was a little bit with the Divine Beast stuff in Breath, but nothing this extreme. Okay, you want to have whole dungeons based... You know, that would have actually been cool if Breath of the Wild's dungeons were based on this sort of... Like, you know, the champion descendant or whatever would go into the dungeon and help you solve the puzzles. At least in one of the dungeons. Upper. Ah, she can. Yes. Need Link as a wallet to put rupees in. Oh, or yeah, I'm aiming too high. Breath of the Wild was shit. Breath of the Wild was the best Zelda game in years. I mean, it's probably my favorite Zelda game ever since A Link to the Past and A Link Between Worlds came out. Huh? What am I doing wrong here? Could be a way to reflect that back to, maybe I'm just angling it wrong. Maybe go back this way more? The Breath of the Wild was... You know, well, it depends on what your definition of a good Zelda game is, too. Like my favorite Zelda games were, like, A Link to the Past and the original one, too, for some extent. Like, the ones where you can sequence break. I like doing stuff out of order. Or why I like Metroidvania so much, too, is you can sequence break those. Oh, it's just rupees? Okay. But yeah, I mean, as far as, like, overall narrative and story and plot twists, you know what? Breath of the Wild is actually a lot like Majora's Mask, too, if you think about it. I mean, maybe not with the in-depth NPCs, but, with the, it has 4 major dungeons. The main difference is you don't actually have to complete them, they're just optional. I guess really what it boils down to is, what do you really consider to be a Zelda game, you know? Skyward Sword. You know, I actually like Skyward Sword. It was alright. It wasn't perfect. It definitely had plenty of flaws. But, yeah, Skyward Sword. Make sure I get something while I'm here. Not there yet. Like, the thing with Skyward Sword is it felt almost like somewhat reminiscent of how Zelda 2 felt with sword fighting, where you actually had to put some effort into beating enemies. Yeah. Biggest complaint with Skyward Sword, though, is the non-sword fighting motion controls for things like the minecart segment, and like it had some of the most ridiculously hard mini games to get through. Like the frickin' Arrow Pumpkin minigame and a couple other ones. Not fun to 100% as much. Story-wise, it's alright. I mean, it turns out Hylia is a manipulative bitch who basically had this whole plot just to manipulate Link into molding him into the hero that they needed to fight this war that maybe didn't really concern him? I don't know. I guess it did. Still. And Link just goes along because it's like, yeah, Zelda can do no wrong. Okay. But I'm gonna just... Huh? Excuse me. There we go. I mean, there's some people who argued that Twilight Princess ruined 3D Zeldas. You know, when it came out, it was like, oh my god, like, when they showed that game at E3, people lost their frickin' minds. There we go, Tingle statue. Ah. Waker had the benefit of being made before people started getting kind of fatigued with this kind of game. Yeah, it was. It was a good game. The thing with Twilight Princess was, well, the Wolf Link segments were kind of like, but they're alright. The game actually did have a game-breaking glitch that you could trigger, too, where you could literally make the game unwinnable by saving in the wrong room. The other thing, too, is, you know, I kind of get some of the complaints where people are like, the overworld feels too empty and stuff like that, but, you know, Ocarina had a big empty overworld, too. The other thing, too, is the motion controls in the Wii version weren't really the best either. When I played Twilight Princess the first time, it was the Wii version, because I'm like, oh, I'll get this game and get a Wii. Non-button mashing combat. You know, the one thing I would say is that not Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess did have good sword fighting. Like, the secret techniques you could pick up were just fun. Like, I used the heck out of that Mortal Draw. Non-button mashing combat in Skyward Sword, though, It definitely was a slower paced combat. I think maybe the main problem with Skyward Sword is that they tried to make a combat-based Zelda game, when Zelda isn't really normally about combat. It's about, you know, puzzle solving and... Yeah. Think of it as one of the weird off-Zeldas like Majora's Mask. I mean, what's the main issue with it other than it is a bit short? You don't go for 100%ing everything. I mean, it's really short. I can beat it in, like... If I was in a hurry, I could probably beat it in, like, 3 hours. As long as I had good runs against Ganon. That's just doing a straight dive for the boss. It's a fun game to try to speedrun. The frickin' DLC is just hilarious too, where it's like, I have a motorcycle. You have to think way more about the combat. Oh, with Skyward Sword? Or Breath? Well, yeah, Breath. That's true. I mean, Zelda 2 is a Zelda game. Probably one of my favorite ones, too, strangely enough. I liked replaying Zelda 2. Skyward Sword's combat was alright, I think. You know, it definitely was slower. Breath of the Wild's combat system, I think Breath of the Wild has, like, at least with when I played it, Breath of the Wild's combat feels perfect. The only downside to that is the weapons and the inventory management. Like, oh, you broke your weapon. Then again, you cycle through them so quickly that it really doesn't matter. Yeah. Like, those time dodges were just amazing. It feels like a natural ability for Link, too, where he can just slow down time and do these amazing parries and stuff. Yeah, that's true. It would be interesting if they tried doing Skyward Sword without the control scheme, but at the same time, how would it even work? I mean, you have enemies like Girahim that, you know, you couldn't just do analog. It's like, you had to be very subtle with your movement. Like, you'd have to point the edge of your sword away and then slash in the opposite direction. And that's something you couldn't really do without motion controls. You know what? It might actually work out. Like, they could probably do a Switch version of Skyward Sword with the Joy-Con. And it would probably work pretty well, too. Was the smoke gone? I need a picture of a Floor Master. I'm going to regret trying to get one, though, aren't I? Take a picture of the blackness. Damn it. Whatever. I'll go for one. I don't want to get warped out of this dungeon. I hate Floor Masters. Yeah. Oh. The thing is, too, like, the people who didn't like Twilight Princess, which I like Twilight Princess, it was definitely a love letter to Ocarina fans. Funny enough, too, is, like, as much as people say Ocarina is the best game of all time, and you know what, playing it on 3D, it still holds up really well. I've played other Zelda games more, like, I've probably done more playthroughs of, well, A Link to the Past, obviously, because it's a much shorter game. But, where am I going? Got a small key, I gotta go. Twilight Princess, yeah. Twilight Princess is great. See, if that one's your favorite. Now, which one's the first one you played, though? That's the good question. Like, Wind Waker is probably one of my favorites, just because I played it so dang much when I was younger. Like, I actually had access to Wind Waker before I had a copy of Ocarina, strangely enough. Like, I played Ocarina, but Wind Waker I owned before Twilight, or before Ocarina. Twilight Princess then afterwards. But the main thing with I guess the 3D Zelda games in general is, like, Wind Waker is really just more of Ocarina. I mean, they added a little bit, you know, they streamlined camera system and a lot of the other functions. Yeah. Wind Waker was first, then... Oh, you played Wind Waker before Ocarina, and then you played Twilight? Okay. Yeah, Wind Waker, they did good. There's another way into this room. Or I'm just missing something. Look at my map. Does this room have an alternate entrance? Oh, I think I see the solution. Never mind. Come on, Medley, let's go. So I need to set up Medley. A chest back in here that I missed. What the heck? Oh, that's right. There's a chest for killing all these stupid frickin' floor masters. I think it's a sea chart, too. Yeah, you know, I like the Triforce collecting part. Then again, I would usually, like, if you watch the VOD for this playthrough, I usually try to get the Triforce pieces, each one individually, as soon as I can. Like, I think it's kind of funny, you can actually get the whole Triforce before you finish upgrading the Master Sword. Well, restoring the Master Sword, but, which is probably a very silly thing to do, because it's like, what, Link gonna do if he runs into Ganon with the complete Triforce, but doesn't have the Master Sword? Yeah, oh, you do get the map thing from Tingle. Nail. It tells you where to find all the charts, and then you just go to Tingle and grind rupees. But yeah, it is a lot to do. Treasure chart. This is definitely a very difficult game to 100%. Not as hard as Breath of the Wild, though. Nobody does that one. Good luck finding all those Koroks, man. But see if that helps at all. Playing dungeons from memory is a dangerous hobby. Okay, there's nothing in those alcoves. Never mind. Oh, magic. That's great. I like the way the mirror shield looks in this game. It's like a polished version of the Hylian shield. So there's a way to get in here. Let me look at my map. Oh, I see. This room has another entrance over... Oh. Medley, no time to be goofing around. I go through this door here. Screwed me up. This is very reminiscent of the spirit temple. Any more of this crap? Oh hey, here's my rare chance to get a picture of one of these jerks. Oh no. Wait. Yes, there we go. No. Triforce. I also kind of like the Triforce collecting thing, because, like, the, now, let me just use my freaking bow. One of the things with Ocarina is, like, you never get the Triforce. Well, you do, but it's like a story thing. You never actually get it as, like, an inventory item, I guess you could say. You into arrows? You into frickin'... Fine, I guess. The only old-fashioned way. Ugh. This purple crap. Sneak by it. Go, that worked. I need to push this mirror into position. Yeah, the Triforce hunt is kind of rough. But in a way, it's sort of reminiscent of Zelda 1, where it's like, okay, you gotta find these 8 units. Ah, that's the trick. There, they're not. Doesn't kill it, it just stuns it. Okay. Whatever, just run past. No chests in this room, so it's not like I'm missing anything. Paper Mario. Eh. Yeah, Paper Mario is a pretty good cube game. Smash Bros. Melee, what else? What did I get on Cube that I liked? Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, but that was a Dreamcast game. Still fun. Tales of Symphonia was great. All of the Zelda games on the Cube. Four Swords Adventure is kind of an underrated gem. Kind of hard to play by yourself, though. Just have trouble now with all this light flooding into this room. Mega Man Battle Network transmission, that was fun. Ever play the Superstar Saga? That was pretty good. That was a good Mario. Hard game. And probably had one of the tougher final bosses in any RPG I've played. This way. Yeah, I really think I should get Bowser's Inside Story eventually. It's like, then again, I get into the problem of the backlog again. But Bowser's Inside Story was one that I missed, and I kind of wish I didn't miss it. Because that seems like it was a pretty good game. I ended up getting Dream Team, but kind of, it was alright. Oh boy, got one of these things. I bring down the hammer on this thing. These things are like critically weak to the skull hammer. Funny. Kate and Kadios, Lost Ocean. Those sounds like games I probably would have liked playing too. Is that the one that had like the weird... I know there was one that had like a weird like card system, like you used cards to like summon stuff or something. Or maybe that was Camino or something. I don't know, it probably was. Actually picked up a while ago a 64 game that I might want to play through. I got a copy of Jet Force Gemini. Or reading about that in Nintendo Power, I'm like, oh, that looks pretty cool. That was the game that would have almost been Metroid 64. Except for they wanted to do their own thing with it, so it wasn't. Weird. Uh-oh. Yeah, novelty in games is a good thing. Nice when they do stuff that's original. That's part of why I liked Breath of the Wild, was it was at least something different. I mean, they held on to the very core essence of the story and the main plot, but it was kind of a new game. Especially with the new look for Link, it's like, hey, we got a different Link for a different kind of Zelda. Wait. That's down, down, center, left, right, center. Huh. Sounds almost like Mega Man Battle Network with the chip-based system. Match the cards with the same numbers. You know, RPG game had a great card-based battle system? Final Fantasy VIII. Oh gosh. That game basically was a card game with an RPG story tied along with it. Leveling up in that game is not advisable. I'll stream doing that someday. I actually already have the Steam for doing FF8 with no level ups. Kind of funny that you can even do such a thing, but
It's possible. You know what? I think the Skull Hammer should be able to smash boulders. That's kind of silly. Whatever. I have the big... Do I? I don't think I do. I need to go down, don't I? You know what, Medley, you better wait here. Make sure it's... okay. Wait, fly! Fly, you fool! Oh boy, do not want to be down there. Lift. Walk. Ersagog. The fun game. I liked how they had all the different references to the other games. It's a shame they didn't make full cameos. Like they're supposed to, they planned on having like Link and Samus make cameos in it. 3rd gen Pokemon. You know, it's funny because the 3rd gen Pokemon was probably, when it first came out, like, you know, I like the first 2 generations. Caught them all. Then Gen 3 came out, and it's like, wait. I think that's when they got rid of the Gotta Catch Molt. No, I think they still had it, but... like, Gen 3 came out, and it's like, why can't I catch or transfer any of the classic Pokemon? Like, you know, where's my frickin' Blastoise, you know? And, then they released Fire, Red, Leaf, Green, and all was forgiven. I'm like, okay, this is fine. They redid Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Those games were good. Yeah, I need the initial light source. I think Pokemon is one of those cases where they were kind of... they seem kind of afraid to innovate, too. Like... that series needs a breath of fresh air. Who knows? Maybe the I say very maybe. Maybe this new set of games they're coming out with might be worthwhile. I doubt it though. I don't know. I think the Pokemon Go stuff isn't really gonna work out. Especially for the hardcore fans. Gen 7, isn't that the Alola gen? Yeah, Gen 7 could have been better. I mean, the Alolan form thing was kind of a neat deal, but... my biggest complaint with Pokemon as a franchise right now is... they need to put the frickin' national dex in the games. Like, why the hell do you need Pokemon Bank? Keep track of what Pokemon you have caught on your cartridge, you know? Yeah, Sun and Moon. Yeah, you know what? I played Sun, or no, I think I did Moon first, and then I got Ultra Sun. Moon was good. It was alright. I mean, it wasn't great, but the storyline was at least somewhat interesting. And then they did Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, and those are actually kind of disappointing. I mean, the storyline is different, but it's the same, too. Like, you have the Team Rainbow Rocket thing at the end, which is kind of cool, but, like, they sort of neutered the villainy of the main villains. They're like, oh, well, she was just well-intentioned. She really wasn't just a psycho creep who wanted to catch all of the Pokemon and freeze them in, like, eternal prisons. It's like... I mean, that game went pretty dark places for a while. Ultra Sun. Sun was barely playable. I didn't have too hard of a time with Maybe it's just the team you picked or something. Who knows? You know what, though? The game seems a bit slower, too. Like, the EV grinding. I think it's less that Sun and Moon were necessarily bad. And the real problem is that X and Y were too good. Like, Pokemon X was freaking awesome. The other thing, too, is, like, with Sun and Moon, they completely abandoned the 3DS's, 3D. It's not there. Why did you abandon 3D functionality? Should have made them more 3D, not less 3D. Break those walls with light? No, not that one. Oh, I need Medley. I don't think she needs to be standing on that switch now. I think I only had to push the button once. Yeah, that's right. So I need Medley here. She needs to aim the harp at that thing. Yeah, Sun and Moon, like the whole Ultra Dimension thing and whatnot, it just seems kind of silly. Six. How did Gen 6 ruin being competitive? Was it just the Pokemon in it, or... There's rupees here. Yep. I mean, Gen 6, or... It was 6. Oh wait, Gen 6 was X and Y, wasn't it? Gen 6 was when I started getting kind of competitive, too. Oh, yeah! Fairy type. Sticky web, huh? Interesting. This Game Freak thought that was imbalanced or something. Well, obviously dragon types are imbalanced. That was fun playing Gen 6 with, like, a Blastoise with Hydro Cannon and, not Hydro Cannon. All the moves that use the hidden ability for its evolution. Aura Pulse. Like, they finally gave him a good dragon move. You know what, though? He's pretty good with just an ice move. Or, like, Charizard X was fun, because it's like they finally made Charizard a dragon type. And a good physical bruiser, too. Question is, will they ever make Flareon actually decent? Like, give Flareon a good physical move pool. Ah, hyper offensive. My teams are pretty offensive that I played. I didn't do too much with, like... Sticky web. Well, yeah, if you're into hyper-offensive things, I'm sure you would have loved, what is it, the frickin'... I forgot the name of the damn Pokemon now. The frickin'... Oh, Mirani, that one. It's like a fortress Pokemon. That thing is ridiculous. Poison water type. With stupidly high defenses. And a pretty good move pull to boot. That keeps you from, like, switching, doesn't it?
Free hazard. Oh, it lowers their speed stat. Yeah, that is actually pretty sick. Pokemon with the ability Clear Body and White Smoke will not have their speed lowered. Contrary will have it raised. Triggers the effect of Defiance and Competitive. Yeah, if you're like playing all glass cannons, that would definitely mess up a hyper offensive team. Shoot. Yeah, I could see that being a major hazard. I mean, they did a bunch of other things too, like nerfing Tailwind and stuff. You know what really gets people ticked off? When you have a team with, like, a Skarmory and a frickin', a roosting Spike Skarmory with Roar and Toxic or something crazy like that. The one that I had fun with playing around with was the most unholy of horrors, a Jirachi with flinch moves and a King's Rock. That sucks. Is there a way to get rid of Sticky Web? I guess you could Rapid Spin it, right? Oh, but Galvantula, yeah. How do you even counter that? Your body, levitate. Oh yeah, rapid spin. So then you just need a rapid spinner. Ruins the teams, yeah. See, that's... I guess when you get a wall that spins, right? Some of the spinners aren't too bad, but yeah, I kind of get what you mean. You know what sucks, though? When you have to rapid spin and you're up against a ghost type and it just doesn't do anything. Like, oh. Might actually just be the key. No, this is just stuff. Yeah, sure, I'll fight 3 of them at once. That's a great idea. Yeah. I guess they want people to play different kinds of teams, huh? I mean, that would be, you know, ultra aggressive is usually pretty fun. I mean, you know what? Like, there's some pretty good aggressive threats in Gen 6. Like, frickin' Salamence? Like, Mega Salamence is terrifying. Also, what else? Mega Rayquaza is still a threat, too. That, like, free extra Mega Evolution. Mega Man. Because I think, what's that thing? I think its ability boosts its speed, like, every turn or something. Some stupid craziness like that. Either its speed or its attack. Have other nonsense like, Mimikyu is a ridiculous competitive Pokemon. Like, Mimikyu with its Ghost Fairy typing, and you get basically a free turn to set up because, it has the frickin' decoy thing. Bonus points if you can throw in a, yeah, Mega Blaziken, that's another good one, huh? That'd be good for that style.
Tapu ones are pretty good for that. You have the crazy ass Ultra Beasts too. You know, Ultra Beasts are stupidly good. They have that Ultra Boost thing where they, I think, was it every turn they gain +1 to whatever their best stat is. That seems kind of broken. I forget if it's every turn or every Pokemon they KO boosts, but either way, they're kind of ridiculous. Yeah. I don't know, I just like going online matches and knocking stuff out with a Volt Tackle Pikachu. Pretty funny when you kill somebody's Mewtwo with a Pikachu and they're like, what happened? Oh hey, it's my good friend Darknut. What's up, buddy? Welcome to die. Oh, really? Curse Bubbles? That's cruel, man. Curse Bubbles and a Darknut. This is like I'm playing Zelda 1 again. This is Zelda 1 in a nutshell. You got bubbles that take away your sword. Well, actually, in this game they're worse because they take away everything. And Darknuts. Luckily it's just 1 and not, you know, standard 8. I'd be happy if I just did good in the frickin' Battle Tower. Like, frickin' Sun and Moon's Battle Tower, they actually throw some pretty ridiculous teams at you. You need, like, perfectly raised Pokemon to even stand a chance. Oh. Yeah. Honestly, if you're playing the Uber tier, it's pretty much just Mega Rayquaza with V-Create. That's your broken, impossible to beat threat right there. When, like, good stuff was like, oh, I got a Mew with Ancient Power. It procs, it's pretty good. I got the big key. Get this dungeon done. There's Medley. Good, she's right there instead of somewhere else. Track her down. Raise the sun. So I'm gonna have to... Actually, I guess I just leave her down here, right? Yeah, I'll have her fly up. I don't think I need Medley if the boss door is right there. Oh yeah, Arceus Water. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes you don't even need stats, you can just use, sometimes you just have a team that has stuff like, you know, you have your sweeper Pokemon that's ultra aggressive, but then you have something like, I don't know, maybe Venusaur would be a bad example, but like Gengar with like Curse and Hypnosis and the kind of stuff that will throw a wrench in your opponent's team. Actually, yeah, that was something I used to do in 2s that was pretty crazy. Have like a Gengar and a Venusaur teamed up. And like this guy was a friend of mine, but I was playing against him and he fielded a bunch of like uber legendaries against me. And I just put them all to sleep, leech seeded them and cursed them, and they just died. Like, oh, that's nice Pokemon you have there. Shame they'll never be able to attack, because terrible luck. Status effects. Really screw you over. Okay, so yeah, Medley's just gonna stay here. This is the end of the dungeon. We don't need him. Yeah, there is. But that doesn't stop, like, confusion and para-hacks and all that fun stuff. If you put more than one to sleep. Yeah. That or in, yeah, I think the games themselves actually have, like, the sleep clause is, like, built in, and it just prevents them from falling to sleep, regardless of, yeah, it makes the move not work, basically. That or just wakes up immediately. You up? Oh, so that's what those, bracers are for. Oh, that's right. This is where the Hurricane Spin is useful. Funny. One of the things I used to play around with that was funny was, Goodra. Yeah, I had a Goodra in XY, and it had... its ability was hydration, so, like, whenever it would rain, it would heal its stats. And then it had rest, so... like, whenever it would get low on health, because it was a tank already, I just put it, you know, have it use rest. And then suddenly, oh, it would be at full health. And have no problems. Oh, I'd also have to keep Rain Dance up, though. That was also a thing. Yeah, Rain Dance, rest. You could also have, like, a poison move, deal with fairy types, and some dragon move. I forget what it was. Probably Dragon Pulse. Or Aura Pulse or whatever. No, I think it was Dragon Pulse. Sleep talk. Pearl dropped. Oh boy. Wait, what am I doing? I'm an idiot. Okay, that was close. I almost killed the boss without getting a picture. Not boss? That is. Boss is kind of annoying because if you don't kill all the little guys in time, like even one, yep, there he goes. He just keeps throwing back. Now it's going to be really hard. I think there's only one light. I'm corporeal, damn it. ever run into a Mega Aggron with defensive stats? That's pretty fun. Like physical wall Mega Aggron, where it has defense so high it can take an earthquake and barely even be phased by it. That. Oh man, now my health gauger's ruined. I gotta fill in the second row. Oh well. It's the Master Sword. Yep. Can't even poison it either. It's a steel type. Now here's a question. If you're playing a hyper-aggressive team, I mean, I get sticky web is a big deal, but what if you run into a trick room team with like a wall that sets up, you know? Then your speed becomes like a downside. Alright, get the Master Sword's edge back. Guards are back into position. Last step. Power to repel evil is not be awakened. Go to the Wind Temple for one more prayer. You know, we never had to do any of this praying to get the Master Sword to work before. You got Trick Room Paralysis can really mess you up, too. Watch over Prince come home. Okay. Yeah, I'll find the new sage later. The Master Sword is supposed to be like glowing or something, right? Oh, look, I fixed it. Got the power to repel evil now. Let's go kill Ganon. Wait. I'm like right next to Windfall, aren't I? Yeah, that would be the trick, huh? You know, it used to be kind of a scary thing when somebody pulled it off. In 2s, when you had a, you have a frickin' slow bro switch its skill with a slow king. Wait. Then you get a Slow King that can attack every turn. Or not a Slow King, no, not a Slow Burn, a Slow King. What am I thinking? Slacking, that's it. Slacking with Truant removed is an unholy terror. I got mail. Okay. Dude sent COD. Oh yeah, the frickin' fear strat. Do that with a Rattata too, but it's better with an Aron, I think. Sure. Mixer soup. I'm gonna need that. Alright, I think... Yeah, he's sturdy. Exactly. You don't even need the focus sash for him. Makes it even more ridiculous. You could just give a quick claw to an Aron and use Endeavor that way. You don't even need to use, well, I guess you still need quick attack. Actually, no, you don't want to use Endeavor till after your hit. That wouldn't make any sense. Quick claw would screw the whole thing up. What am I thinking? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the whole strat crumbles if you run into a stat user. Will-O-Wisp or, Wait, that's not what I want to use. I want to use just the Wind's Requiem. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yep. Toxic doesn't work, that's right. First would work. First, that only does like 1/4 health, so yeah. Huh. Yeah, Aron really is ideal for that strat then, huh? That's funny. Or I can do this mess now. I'm not gonna finish it, I'm just gonna enter it and probably just stop here. Oh, I need to bottle that up. Here. No? Go. Alright. So next time on Wind Waker, gonna do the Savage Labyrinth.
Should be able to do the whole thing now that I have the mirror shield, or at least most of it. Enough to get the Triforce piece. That golden blade. Save. At any rate, that's the stream. Gonna be ending now. If you're new to the stream, don't forget to throw me a follow. Thanks for watching, and good night.